Greetings and salutations. Second Star right back with more Raid Shadow Legends. And yeah, I realize I can't get my lighting right. It's just a weird area, and I feel like I'm in a police interrogation room, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm winging it, right? But do you remember Chosen's early videos, like back when he first started, where he's basically just kind of sitting in the dark? I guess because he couldn't figure out good lighting either, so he'd rather have his eyes glint from the shadows than have shitty lighting. But I've gone the opposite direction, and I'm just going to sit here with my incredibly bright incandescent lights shining in my eyes while I do a video. Totally fine. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Okay, so yes, this is another Shard opening video, and I apologize that there are so many of these on this channel recently because I haven't had the time to do anything that requires time and thought and effort. And I thought rather than just not putting something out, I think my my desire to speak extemporaneously outside of my own house is something that is important to do in these times of COVID. Even though I live in Florida, and Florida kind of pretends that COVID doesn't exist, right? Because Florida, but that's okay. I'm gonna sally forth. I'm gonna open some shards, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time together, and that's just what's gonna happen. It's kind of my fault too that I've been distracting myself with other things. I'm playing Outriders on Xbox, which was fun. I'm playing Football Manager 21 lately, and a couple seasons in, I have Arminia Bielefeld in the Bundesliga in the Euro Cup, where I'm facing Paris Saint-Germain. Now, why PSG is in the Euro Cup and not the Champions League, I don't know. But I'm down 3-1, but I have an away goal, so things are looking up for the second leg, right? Yeah, pretty good. Maybe I can pull off the upset. I don't know. I'll find out. But still, it's kind of taken me a little bit outside of my raid bubble. But, you know, good times. So managing Arminia Bielefeld means that maybe I'll do an Armina video, right? I mean, there's some connection there. So she's built, she's doing well in dungeons. Maybe that'd be a good video to do. So I'll try to do that this weekend. I'll find some time since I have a 3-day weekend for once. Okay, but onward and upward to the portal, which is really excited to see us today. And I have 53 shards. And we're just going to pop some 10s, maybe do some single. I had commenters saying, hey, you should probably do them singly because I feel like there's better luck. But, you know, probability doesn't really care what you do. So let's just do 10 at a time and we'll see what happens. All right, so first up we have, we start out with an epic, but it's Dark Elaine, which everyone gets automatically anyway. Holy crap, it's Scartosis, and it's okay. So good things and bad things here. I got Dark Elaine, which everyone kind of gets, so not really a big deal there. But although she's a great champion, right? Especially, you know, in Doom Tower, she's really shining there. Lich is good. He was a fusion for Rosin, right? So of course I already have that. So again, not a big deal. And Scartosis, fantastic champion, an awesome legendary that I already have, which is now like the third legendary I've gotten in a row that's been a duplicate. But that's okay. Scartosis is fantastic. For those of you who aren't familiar with this undead horde, awesome dude. He does a lot of great stuff. Steals a random buff, 30% chance on his A1. On his A2, increased attack and an increased crit rate on all allies for 2 turns, which is awesome. And then his Rebirth, his A3, which is a heal, removes all debuffs, and the amount by which the ally is healed increases according to the number of debuffs on them. So when you're facing a debuff-heavy team or in a debuff-heavy scenario, this is a really, really great heal. It's not a really long cooldown, but you can get it down to 5 turns. But good stuff. And then dungeon speed by 33% is also super helpful. Scartosis is a great lead in dungeons. I like Scartosis a lot. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have a lot of blue happening here, which is okay because we've got a Lego before. Oh, and Aina, which is great. I already have her. If Hellgazer, I already have Hellgazer. Okay, so, and a Marauder. Look at this. None of the new rares. Oh, I don't know what's happening with his face or his eyes. But dang. He's, hey, Hudson, I'm recording. Can you exit stage left? Thank you, kiddo. All right, so, Kanabo Jutsu level 1. He's hit point based champion. Attacks at me with 50% chance of placing a stun. Stun on A1 is always good. Can you increase that up a little bit? Okay, 15, 20, 20, 30% on A1. Not bad for stun on A1 from a rare. An AoE A2. Decrease attack for 2 turns. Oh, that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, the hit point based champions don't tend to do a lot of damage outside of Sir Nick. But let's see. And then a provoke on one champion, on one enemy. Shield on the champion for 2 turns equal to 20% of their max hit points, and reflect damage on all allies except this champion. Okay, so he's fine. Not one of those earth-shattering rares that you're like, oh, this is awesome. Oh, Life Taker. Life Taker is actually kind of cool too. I built her up to. I have her at 5 stars right now. I wanted to see what she could do because sometimes you just need a heal reduction on A1 in a lot of content these days. So I was going to give her a shout, perhaps. But we'll see. The Veil and Reflect damage is kind of... We'll see. We'll investigate that champion further. Okay, let's do another 10. Why not? Okay, all right. Infernal Baroness is great. Jingle, I'm getting a lot of duplicates. Necro Hunter, another duplicate. You know, there's so many good new champions. I really want to see something new. Although these are all really solid choices here. What are my rares? Anything good? I mean, they're all fine. No one you'd really care to build much. Though I've always wanted to 6-star an Eris. I've always wanted to, right? Because their skills are so cool. But I haven't done so. I have one sitting at level 50 in my vault, just in case I get the urge, right? So she's sitting there, she's ready to go. Just haven't done it yet. But Infernal Baroness is a great champion, great defense based. When you make her fast too. I once fought in Arena a fast Infernal Baroness and could not do anything. It was ridiculous. Jingle Hunter, another really good Christmas champion from the first year of Raid, but he's pretty good. He has a Arena speed lead at 24%, which can be good. He was really popular in Arena when he first came out. His popularity has gone down by the wayside. I do have a guide on him, and he's actually a pretty decent champion. I kind of like Jingle Hunter. I don't use him enough. I should probably use him more. Necro Hunter has decreased down on his A1, which is awesome. Okay, let's continue, shall we? How many do I have left? Let's see. I have... How do I tell? Oh, 23. My microphone's in the way of the Ancient Shards, so I'm not losing my mind or nothing. Alright, so we'll do the last 13 single, but we'll... Right here. Wow, I feel like I'm getting a lot of epics, and they're all duplicates. I've gotten nothing new today. There's nothing new under the sun, as they say. Halberdier is awesome. I love Halberdier a lot. Increased crit damage by 40%. His passive ability. That's fantastic. Ignore shields and block damage. So we have ignore shield, ignore block damage, and crit damage by 40%. He can dish out some damage. I have a guide on him too. Halberdier's fun. Drake is actually one of the hardest hitting, has one of the highest damage multipliers, let's say, in the game. So that's a little known fact about Drake. Alright, so as I said, we'll do one by one, and we'll see if that makes my luck a bit better, see if I get something that I don't yet already possess. Not looking good so far. Spirit Host is a farmable rare. She's fantastic, but like I said, nothing new for 2nd star. Alright, Adjudicator, no thank you. I got some tournament points going, so maybe I have that going for me. Hellfang, alright, thank you very much. We will continue. Alright, and Epic, and it's someone I don't have! Alright! Oh, good. And he's so cool looking, too. Look at this chubbo. Oh, looking nice. Look at that hair. Wish my hair did that. Okay, so let's see. I don't know anything about Burangiri at all. New Shadowkin. Let's take a look, see what he does. Attacks the enemy with a 20% chance of placing a Provoke. So he has a Provoke A1, 20%, 25, 30, 40% chance on an A1 for a Provoke. And Bakemono Charge. Attacks all enemies, 40% chance of placing a stun. Alright, so an AoE stun on his A2. Looking good. So we have a Provoke, a stun, and a Strengthen on allies for 2 turns. Also places a shield buff for 2 turns on all allies with less than 50% hit points. Shield buff is equal to 15% of the target's max hit points. Okay, so I don't know. Let's see. It's on a 4-turn cooldown if you book it. Strengthen and a shield. I don't know how I feel about that. That seems like an odd skill compared to these first two, which are really crowd controlling. So that one seems a little bit out of place. What does his Ascension 3 do? Soulmonger. Passive. Heals champion by 50% of their max hit points whenever an ally or an enemy dies. Well, you don't want that to happen. I guess he'd be kind of cool on a blender team, maybe, but why? Okay, I'll have to think about him some more. Where you would use like these last two skills here have me wondering. All right, I will add more brain power to this later. Okay, so 9 left, and after this we'll have 8, and we have okay, Fortress Goon. Moving on. You know, and I got a new tie for this, right? I have a green tie, I have a blue tie for Ancient Shards, and I have a purple tie for Voids, and now I have I have blue and yellow, so it's like blue shards giving me, you know, legendaries, and it doesn't seem to be really functioning outside of the duplicate Scartosis. But that's okay. Slasher, we're moving on. I got 7 left. Come on. Let's see some more yellow. Need some more lightning. Frozen Banshee, fantastic champion. We all know that. Next we have an epic, and it is someone I don't have. All right, another one. Duke the Pierced. It looks like Duck, but I'm not going to call a guy Duck. That's just insulting. All right, so let's call him Duke. Duke the Pierced, level 1. He's okay. I don't know. He has his friend there crucified on his shield, but you know that's okay. We're gonna just accept that as a fashion statement. And what does he do? I remember hearing mumblings about him being a good champion. Let's take a look. See. Mad Chopper, an enemy twice. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. We all know how I feel about decreased accuracy. They should make it. They could show you when it works, but that's okay. It's not as bad as debuff as I had once envisioned. In his A2, attacks all enemies. 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Nothing wrong with that. And a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense. Oh, that's kind of cool on each critical hit. Oh, that's really good. That's very Stagnite-y. All right. Let's see what we have here for Shrieking Display in this A3. It's a provoke for 1 turn on target enemy. Also has a 75% chance of placing a provoke on 2 random enemies. Okay, so and reflect damage and unkillable. That's a good combo. Yeah, that's a good A3. He's got some good skills. 2-hit A1, an AOE, decrease attack and decrease defense, and then an A3 that has a provoke and reflect damage and unkillable. That's awesome. And then defense and faction groups by 31%. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so and he's defense based. This is a good champion. I'm pretty excited for this dude. All right, and look how happy he is. Yeah, that's good. All right, so moving on. We got 5 left. Let's see if we can get anything else new under the sun. Quaestor, I've always wanted to build him. I love his octopus theme here. He's pretty cool. Cool looking champion. What does he do again? Extra crit damage. Oh, I like extra crit damage champions. Increased crit damage. Oh, more stuff that I like. And then 2 random buffs. Okay, that one's kind of out of place, but that's all right. Okay, so 4 left. Let's go. So this will be our 50th shard popped, and it is Elaine. Okay, a starter champion. 3 left. Last 3 guys. Let's see what we have. We'll have more than 2 new champions. 2 new epics. Theurgist, a good champion, but we're moving on. All right, down to the last 2. Blue, and it is Wyvernbane. All right, and 1 more, guys. This is it. This is the last shard. Can we get lightning? Come on, last shard, come through for me. It's epic, and it is Allure, who I already have, but is a fantastic champion. Really, really good, and is really shining lately. A lot of the new content is very Allure friendly, shall we say, and she's just a great champion, and she's kind of good looking. It's kind of a good looking demon. Gotta tell you, as far as pixelated demon females go, she's right up there. Definitely a step above the Infernal Baroness that we drew earlier. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Allure is one of the is really good turn meter control champion. Increase the target's turn meter by 25% on each critical hit, and that's a 3 times at random hit. So, and on bosses, Fire Knight, she destroys Fire Knight like almost single-handedly. Stops them from doing anything. It's amazing. Decreased defense and asleep on her A2, and extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, and ignores 50% of the target's defense on an ascended A3. Really, really good champion. She turn meter control, and her A3 can nuke if you build her right. Good stuff. So even though I already have one, that's a really nice last shard to pull. Okay, guys, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully my Football Manager 21 team can come back against Paris Saint-Germain. And I will also do an Armina guide because Armina's pretty good. Good champion. And I'd like to share that with you guys if you guys haven't built her. Alright, so thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Comment down below how your shard pulls went this weekend. Subscribe if you want to see more, and throw me a like because YouTube likes that. They enjoy the engagement that comments and likes provide, I guess. Thank you, guys. Take care and have a good weekend.